What is that sound, you ask?
From the #1 station, you come.
Welcome to the Rec Show podcast, a show dedicated to beatmakers around the world. Kick back, relax with the host, Gldnmnd.
Love is wise, hatred is foolish. In this world, which is getting more and more closely interconnected, we have to learn to tolerate each other. We have to learn to put up with the fact that some people say things we don't like. We can only live together in that way. If we are to live together and not die together, we must learn a kind of charity and a kind of tolerance, which is absolutely vital to the continuation of human life on this planet.
What is going on, everybody? Right now you are listening to Benevolence. Alright, that's going to be off the new Miss L3Miss modular synthesis inspired, Dawless inspired, electronic inspired joint called Wire, man. It's coming out on Bandcamp exclusively July 22nd. Again, it's called Wire, man. Drop beats, not bombs. Alright, yo. She's doing something amazing. I want y'all to check it out. I'm going to leave a link in the description of the show. Yo, let's get on, man. Yo, right now, welcome back, man. Yo, welcome back. I feel like it's been too long, man. So, welcome back to another episode of the Rec Show podcast. This is episode number 54. Again, I go by the name of Gldnmnd. And we are vibing out, man. Yo, we going from Tokyo, Japan, because I'm still here, but I'm about to transition back to the States of America. And yeah, man, we going chop it up with a beatmaker, a gamer, a YouTube channelist from Clearwater, Florida. You know what I mean? She's an SP44 head, SP44SX, SP44A, SP44 Mark II. FL Studio head, boom, yeah, like all of that, man. Yo, we are going to vibe and hear from the one and only L3Miss, man. So I want y'all to sit back, relax, enjoy. However you listening to this, man, go ahead and share this with your people on your social medias. Clearwater, Florida, stand up, man. Yeah. Woo. L3Miss, man. She ain't missing, yo. She got some videos on her YouTube channel that be killing, man. How am I gonna leave out, man? She's Koala Gang. Koala Gang. Shout out to Koala Gang, man. Yo, she killing it on the koala too, man. Yo, like whatever you give her, I guarantee she might be the female DiBiase. You know what I mean? If that's not disrespectful, yo. I don't know, man. Whatever you give her, she gonna figure it out and chop it up and do her thing, man. So, yo, y'all vibe out, man. So we gonna be back. Chop it up with L3Miss, hear her music, and get to know her a little bit better and vibe out, man. So kick back, relax. Count your blessings, not your problems. What? Yeah. Count your blessings, not your problems. What? Count your blessings, not your problems. What? Yo, this make you want to rap, yo. Hey, that's a good beat. All right, we gonna be back, man. Peace and love, yo.
everybody? This is your girl L3Miss, and you're tuning into the Rec Show broadcast with Gldnmnd.
Yo.
Yo, so we back, man. We are tapped in with L3Miss, man, Clearwater, Florida, Beatmaker, gamer extraordinaire. So, yo, let's get into it, man. So, L3Miss, man, for the B-heads and the internets, please introduce yourself, where you're from, what your name means, and, you know, how your name was created, and any associated collectives you might be a part of, all right?
Well, I was born and raised in Clearwater, Florida, and shout out to my Florida people. And the L stands for my middle name. 3 is one of my favorite angel numbers. And Miss is basically something that I wanted to add on to that. And the creativity behind my name is basically more like mellow. Like something mellow, very chill. So I wanted to create something that's very unique, something different, you know, something that nobody never came up with. So that's how I ended up with that name.
Yeah, that's pretty dope, yo. I like the way you came up with that, with your name, man. So, okay. So let's dig into a little bit of history about you. How did you begin your journey into, you know, music and sampling music?
Well, to be honest with you, I never liked the sampling at that time. Like, I was very against it at that time because I was young. And I just loved listening to old school music because I'm an old school head, because my mom and my dad would listen to old school music, and that's what got me into, like, you know, that old school 70s, 80s, 90s type music. And I just liked the rawness of it, of the sounds, and I didn't want none of that to be sampled. But at the same time, when I was about 15 years old, I was making music off and on, and I was listening to like my brother, my sister, my cousin Eddie. I saw them, how they was sampling stuff, you know, and when I look back at it now, like, it's more creative to me now, you know, because of course when you're 15 you really don't, you know anything like that. That's about how sampling is and how you do this, how you do that. So at that time it was wonderful. Like, it was really, really wonderful for me. So back in 2019, I got my very first OG, which is the SB44, and I didn't know nothing about the system whatsoever. I didn't know nothing about it. So I looked it up on YouTube, how to use it and stuff like that. And when I was playing around with the sampler, I started to appreciate the sampling, how to create samples. So now I started to create how to like do lo-fi and how to do boom bap type of samples. So I do appreciate the sampling of music now. So yeah, and that's how I started off.
Yeah, I know y'all feeling the vibes right now. So, yo, shout out to Cousin Eddie for putting you on. I know Cousin Eddie's probably going to be mentioned in this next question, but okay. So, who in your family or your friends put you on to like certain genres of music, and what were those genres that you first started off with?
Who put me on? To be honest, I have to say my cousin. Like, my cousin Eddie put me on a lot of stuff at the time, and this is when he went to Full Sail University for music and production. And he was just telling me a lot of things about how can you create certain music and how can you flip this to that to turning something wonderful to an amazing type of beat, you know. And he got me so inspired to the point that he made me want to do more music like that. And he put me on hip-hop. He put me in hip-hop and R&B. And I believe that's one of his favorite genres of that. If not, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Cousin Eddie. But that's all I can remember was that he showed me some of his music, which is hip hop and R&B at the time, and it was really dope. Like it was really amazing. And right now he still make music to this day, off and on. And sometimes I would send him some of my stuff and let him know, like yo, look, I made up this. I ended up, making this creative beat. So, and he really shows me support when it comes to that. So yeah.
This is Wanna Willie of Bag Season Records, and you were plugged into the Rec Show podcast with Gldnmnd.
What's up?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, so shout out to Cousin Eddie, man, for inspiring you, putting you on. You know what I mean? Kind of like pushing you. You know what I mean? That could be. Yeah, y'all could come out with a joint album, joint beat tape or whatever. Yo, that'd be dope, yo. I definitely support that, yo. So, okay, here's my next question for you. So, like, what's the one moment that sparked your interest into creating your own beats? And, like, when did you know it was time to let the internets hear your beats and your flips and stuff like that?
I inspired myself. Like, I'm giving you the real truth on that. Like, I inspire myself, and I believe that if you inspire yourself, you also inspire others, and I just felt like it was time. It was time for me to do that. And with that, I thought to myself, like, yo, like, I can listen to this all day, but I want people to listen to it too and see how their moods would change. And it felt really good to show that, you know, because I didn't want to have it all to myself. It's like going to a candy store and you want this, but you're not sharing none of that to nobody. So that's how I saw it as. So I wanted to share a piece of the candy to everybody. So, and also I do get inspired by other people like J Dilla, Mos Def, you know, Method Man, etc., so forth, you know, all the different artists that I used to listen to growing up, you know, and it just felt great. It felt great, and it felt good to let people know that I get to share something with them, and also getting like the feedbacks and the comments. You know, it may not be a lot, but I feel like one beat can make somebody's day even better and brighter.
Yeah, I like that. I like that analogy, man. It's like a candy store, man. Like, hey, yo, music has the ability to change people's moods, right? Because, you know, music. I'm a quote. You know, my sensei Billy Blast, man. He said, "Music is the soundtrack to our lives. Just make sure your playlist is worth listening to." Yeah, man. So, thank you for like releasing your beats and helping increase and, you know, just make somebody's day that you probably don't even know from halfway around the world. You know what I'm saying? Because I caught you in Japan, so you know what I mean. I appreciate you, yo. So, all right, now we're gonna get to the hippity hip hop stuff. You know what I mean? So, all right, can you name one beat that comes to mind as the greatest of all time? And do you know the beat maker or the music producer that created that joint? And, you know, what about it that sticks out in your mind, yo?
I have to say J Dilla, Move, and that is from Q-Tip's album, which I totally forgot the name of the album, so I do apologize about that. But when I heard that flip Move by J Dilla, yo, that junk was bugging crazy. It was crazy. It was really, really amazing, and I just love how he flipped it. And I forgot the name of the original song that he flipped that on. So I do apologize about that as well. So excuse me. Like, when I listen to some stuff, I tend to forget about the original song because I'm so tapped into the flip of a song like that's already been made, you know. So when I was listening to Move, the instrumental, I can't fully pronounce this, the name, but you guys know what I'm talking about, without the vocals and stuff like that. I love listening to instrumentalist music, but just hearing that was just crazy. It just blew my mind, and I can listen to that beat all day, every day. So, you know, J Dilla, he did his thing on that. He really did his thing, and that's one of like the best flips that he ever did, in my opinion.
Yeah, yo. When this album came out, okay, so the Q-Tip album that you're talking about is The Renaissance, right? It came out in 2008. Yeah, man, that album was dope as well, man. I don't know exactly what I was doing. I know I was like in the middle of like traveling overseas or something like that. But yeah, when that came out, man, I was like, yo, this joint is too crazy, yo. But yeah, man, J Dilla, shout out to J Dilla, rest in power, J Dilla, because yo, your legacy continues to live on. But I feel the same way, L3Miss. So yo, man, yo, I keep saying man, I'm sorry about that. Yo, okay, so can you recommend some must-see, must-read or listen to content for my listeners on their journey in beats and music, because and it can be anything. It can be a documentary, it can be a book, it can be a YouTube tutorial, it can be a podcast like this, or anything, man. So anything that you can recommend to help, to encourage, to inspire, just anything like that.
So I just got done finishing a book by Curtis King. And if you guys don't know who Curtis King is, look him up. He's a really dope YouTuber. He breaks it down on how to make hip-hop and also how you manage your music and stuff like that. Also, he has different courses on how to sample, how to follow different DAWs. Not different DAWs, but basically show you the follow-through on how to use FL Studio and stuff like that. And also he has a broadcast as well. So listen to Curtis King. He's one of the humblest, dopest dudes that you guys can find on YouTube. And also SP Vibs too. If you guys haven't heard of SP Vib, look him up. He's a dope person. He give you guys different tutorials on how to sample and how to do lo-fi music, etc. so forth. I learned by those two, and I started to be more creative. And one of my coolest friends, I call him Cinema, but we start talking about music, and he told me some dope stuff too, and he made me feel more creative about my music. So shout out to him with that as well. And there you go.
Yeah, shout out to Curtis King. Shout out to your friend Cinema for putting you on it and inspiring as well. Curtis King, I've been following I don't know, maybe a couple years now. I started tapping into him at the same time I started tapping into Stolen Drums, Liam Lizzy, and there's a couple other individuals that don't come to my brain right now, but yeah, so all good picks. So, okay, my next question, this is a pretty dope one. From your social media content that you put out on like IG and Twitter, can you can use like anything, right? So, but what I've seen you use is like FL Studio, SP44A, Koala Sampler, SP44 Mark II, which you just got like the rest of the world, because they was on back order. But you've created some amazing beats, all fire, by the way. So go check out her SoundCloud, check out her Bandcamp, all that, man. But why do you think it's important for beat makers to learn multiple DAWs and multiple different types of gear and all that type of stuff? And then part two to this question is, what are some other musical equipment or DAWs that you use to craft your beats, and which one is the baby? Which one is most important to you? You feel me?
To be honest, anybody can use anything that they want. So I don't really have an opinion on that, to be honest, because like I'm in my zone, and it's kind of weird for me to say that because like I'm not really focused on what other people use. But I will tell you guys this, is that whatever DAW or whatever equipment that you're using, go for it. Don't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if it's old or new. You can still make music out of it. And also, if you don't have the money for it, you can use a koala sampler as well. So you can do that as well. My best bet is that I'm a hands-on type of person. I used to use a DAW, which is FL Studio. I still use it every now and then just to find some beats and stuff, or if I'm mixing on the FL Studio program. But I'm more hands-on, so I'd rather use a SP44 or SP44 Mark II, that type of thing. So I'm still kind of new to equipment, so I really don't know nothing about certain things like that as much. So, yeah.
Somebody snitched. I'm in county right now. I don't know who the fuck called you. There's two possibilities. Either the motherfucker in the El Camino is Popo. As soon as you give him the package, he gonna arrest you. Or that motherfucker's a snitch.
What's up, y'all? This is Friend Carrick, and you're plugged into the Rec Show podcast with Gldnmnd. Cool.
Motherfucker in the El Camino is Popo. As soon as you give him the package, he gonna arrest you. Or that motherfucker's a snitch. I was a terror since the public school era. Bathroom passes, cutting classes, squeezing asses. Smoking blunts was a daily routine since 13. A chubby nigga on the scene. I used to have the tray deuce and the deuce in my bubble goose. Now I got the Mac in my neck. Lounging black, smoking sacks up in accent sidekicks with my sidekicks, rocking fly kicks. Honeys wanna chat, but all we wanna know is where the party at.
Yo.
Yeah, that's alright, yo. So shout out to Elf Audio, man. They got this $4 app that is amazing called Koala Sampler. I use it in my music. I know a lot of people are using Koala Sampler, especially like check out Instagram and like hashtags Koala Sampler, hashtag Elf Audio. Like, yeah, man, it's a lot of people using that one. But yeah, yo, use whatever you want. Just flip whatever you want. Make it sound dope, man. And agree with L3Miss, yo. Do what you do. You feel me? So, okay, next question. Your videos, right? Because you go anywhere. You go outside, you be in your rooms, you be on the floor, you be standing up, you be all over the place with your beat videos. But it's amazing to watch and hear, as you do live beat sets or set glimpses. How do you manage to create dope beats and the media content? And do you have any tips for my beat makers thinking about creating pieces like this to match to their music?
Go outside. Definitely go outside and be creative while making music and doing video content. Don't be so stuck up. I don't want to say stuck up, but don't be so much in your comfort zone in your room most of the time, because I'm gonna break out of that eventually. But don't be so cooped up in your room most of the time. People want to see different contents of you, like going outside or going to the bus station or going to the beach, of you doing your music. You see what I'm saying? And people will start to enjoy more of your stuff and your music content like that as well. So be creative. If you got to take off your shoes and be in the grass to, be in your alignment on earth and be grounded while making your music, hey, do that. That would be dope and that would be fire.
Where was Santa when we was in the hood, huh? Santa ain't show a nigga no love back then. I didn't ask for much, just friends, not even the whole core. And what do we get? Nothing. That nigga gon' pay what he owe. Pay what he owe. Pay what he owe.
Pay what he owe. Pay what he owe.
Pay what he owe.
Pay what he owe. Pay what he owe.
Pay what he owe. Where was Santa when we was in the hood, huh? Santa ain't show a nigga no love back then. I didn't ask for much, just friends, not even the whole core. And what do we get? Nothing. That nigga gon' pay what he owe.
Yeah, you heard her, yo. Get your ass outside, yo. Yeah, man. Yo, if you go outside, man, you get a different perspective, man. You're not just looking at four walls. You're looking at nature. You're looking at people. You're just looking at, the sun, the rain, the snow, all of that stuff, man. So, yeah, man. So, yeah, okay. Let me ask you this, because you're a gamer. So you got a channel on Twitch. How does gaming and creating music serve as your muses and inspiration when it comes to creating music? And then what's your favorite game to play and a decade to sample from?
To be honest, I have to say Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. And who doesn't like Grand Theft Auto? Grand Theft Auto is like one of my favorite games that I grew up watching and playing too at the same time when my nephew would play that game constantly. and also Vice City. I love Vice City. Vice City is like one of my favorite games as well. Both of those two games are my favorites, so I have to say Vice City on this one, because it's in the 80s in Miami. You know, it has that vibe of the synth and, like, you know, the waveform of how the sounds are. So that's what I like. And I never really sampled off of Vice City. Never did. I just love the sounds. You know, so I can't really say that I sampled that or sample anything from Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
Yeah, yo, I played Grand Theft Auto as well. I think I might have played Vice City, but after like the 15th Grand Theft Auto, I was like, okay. I kind of stopped playing video games as I got a little bit older, but I might try and get back into them now that I can like calm down and stuff like that. So let me ask you this. So the 4 pillars of hip hop are DJing, MCing, breaking, and graphing. Which element did you begin your journey with, and how did it affect your life when you discovered it?
I have to say DJing, because DJing was really, I was really heavy, you know, DJing at the time. And when, I think like back in 2012 or 2013 at the time, that's when EDM was very heavy back then and very popular. And one of my favorite EDM artists were Steve Angelo, Sebastian Ingrosso, and Axwell. And they were dope. They still dope as of today, and I still listen to them, and they inspired me to DJ at the time. And I didn't do any bookings or anything like that. I was a bedroom DJ. Bedroom DJ when I first started, and that what really inspired me was those 3 guys. And that's how I started off my journey from there. So big shout outs to them. Like, they really, really inspired me a lot. Tremendously.
Yo, what's good, fam? This is Double A, aka Beats by A. Just want to let you know you're plugged into the Rec Show podcast with Gldnmnd. Keep it locked.
Into L3Miss, man, episode number 54. Thank you for even listening this far into the podcast, man. And yeah, we're gonna keep the conversation rolling. So okay, I think you'll like this one, but name your childhood, teenager, and adult Beatmaker superheroes, and then just tell the listeners why they were so important at the specific times in your childhood, teenager, and adult life. And I know you just like really starting your adult life, but you know, at this current time in your adult life. Then major key alert, no genre is off limits. Okay. I'm
gonna try my best about my childhood. My childhood was just normal, like a normal childhood pretty much. Like I said before, like, you know, music was around me. You know, I listened to different genres of music, even, you know, classical music, you know, stuff like that. And in my teenage years, I was really heavy with EDM at the time. and, you know, DJing and all that other stuff. And my adult beat making, can't really say. I mean, I really don't have any favorites about, like, you know, different things of beat making. But started making beats like in my mid-20s, you know. So that's that. And like my superhero, I have to say the Green Lantern. And this is when I was watching Justice League at the time when it was popular on Cartoon Network, and the Green Lantern kind of was very outstanding to me. And he was like one of my favorite superheroes, you know. And majority of my life, I mean, really don't know what to say. I really don't. I just think that people should do more research about music and just tap in. You know, it doesn't matter what type of genre it is. Just keep tapping in, because at the end of the day, we're still learning of what we do, what we see, and what we listen to. So that's all I got to say. Just tap in.
Yeah, y'all heard it. Yo, just tap in, man. And yeah, we are still learning. So
shall we use to conduct?
But yeah, Green Lantern is a dope one, man. He's still doing his thing till this day as well. So yeah, listen to all genres. Alright? Listen to all the genres. Don't box yourself in. You'll pick up different things from every single genre of music and notice like every single one of them has like a melody, some type of percussion, some type of like anything else you want to put to it. All right, so yeah, man, y'all heard her. All right, okay. So L3Miss, man, I wanted to highlight a couple albums you created called Beats of the Mind EP Volume 1, and then also Forest Volume 2, and your singles on SoundCloud and stuff like that, but all fire, but include like chill, boom bap, like to the house joints. Like what were your inspirations behind those dope projects, and how did they come together so beautifully?
Now, this is the type of question I like for real. So Beats of the Mind was basically a challenge. And my twin, which is my twin sister, she gave me this challenge. Is the land of opportunity that legitimate business. The challenge is to do 5 beats and name all the tracks, and that would be your first EP. And I told her, okay, bet. So I already had certain beats that was already pre-made that I already finished, and the EP was like mainly like more chill, more lo-fi, you know, that type of genre. And I really, really enjoyed it, and a lot of people was really digging that EP. And the Fall Risk Volume 2, I was dedicating that to my right hip because I had 2 hip surgeries at the time, because I used to be a dancer. I used to be an MJ impersonator at the time, and that's how that all created with that. I was just throwing all my emotions in, because when I was bedridden, I wasn't able to move or anything like that, so I ended up making music while I was bedridden and just going through the process of the different emotions. So whatever I was feeling, I just put it through music, you know. And anything that I create or what type of mood I'm in, I just throw it out there, you know. And I don't have no limits of different genres. Different genres that I listen to, I just throw it on the map or what it is, you know.
Yeah. Thank you for you know what I mean, not boxing yourself in. You know, you got a little bit of everything on your beat tape. So thank you for the challenger of having you put together your EPs and stuff like that, because I'm pretty sure that like kicked you in the butt to put your stuff out there and, you know, let it stick and let it go into the universe. You know what I mean? So yeah, Yo, those beat tapes are dope. So Beats of the Mind EP Volume 1, and then Fall Risk Volume 2, which is another dope one, a dope beat tape as well. It's got like a hip X-ray on it. So if y'all go to her Bandcamp, y'all will see it. It's a dope listen, man. So just support on Bandcamp, throw it on. Y'all will enjoy it, all right? So we already know you know, based out of Clearwater, Florida. But I just want to know, I always ask this question, like, what's the beat scene like in your area? Or if there is even a beat scene, and then how can others support you and other beat makers in that area? You know, go ahead, feel free to name some Florida beat makers we should be on the lookout for as well, all right? Put them on.
So yes, I am based out of Florida. To be honest, like, I live in a small town named Clearwater, so like it's not a lot of beat sessions here in Clearwater. Like it's none here. So you have to travel to either Winter Haven or Tampa to go to these beat sessions, etc. so forth. And to be honest, I know only a few people. You have Deek Beats, and you have your boy Pax, and they're based out of Florida as well. I can't think of the other two people, but they're also based out of Florida as well, so I do apologize if I don't get your name. So I do apologize. So please bear with me on that one. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, so all the Florida beat makers, man, go ahead and follow me on Twitter, man. Sit and just be like, yo, name some Florida beat makers out there that I can, you know, tap into and, you know, possibly have on the show and get their name out there, man. Like, you know, I list a lot of people that their names aren't out there because they may not be comfortable with, you know, being out there yet, or, you know, confident in their music and stuff like that. But yo, if you know they got dope music, yo, holla at me, yo, put them on, hit me up on Twitter, on IG, the Instagram, all that, you know, the Twitters, even the email, directshowpodcast@gmail.com. Go ahead, send me their information, all right? So I can know what's good. All right, so as we, you know, start rounding this out, man, L3Miss, I just wanted you to know, what are your thoughts on how beat makers can benefit from emerging tech such as, you know, Web3 and blockchain music compared to streaming? And yes, I know the cryptocurrency is taking a beating right now, but everything is taking a beating right now, so it's not just cryptocurrency. All right, and then also, yeah, I just want to see what your thoughts, you know.
No, this right here is a really tough question, because the reason why I'm saying that is because I really don't know who Web3 is and blockchain, you know. So if any of you guys know who they are, please let me know so that way I can tap in and figure out who they are. But the whole streaming side of everything for beat makers that can benefit it, I think that's a wonderful idea, because I believe that we all need something like that to let people know who we are, and not just only just streaming, but like just try to build a community, you know, with streaming different other people's music, and also different beat makers' music as well, you know, that's underground or not underground. It doesn't really matter what it is, you know, as long as it's enjoyment for people that loves listening to different genres of music of different beat makers, you know.
As far as like what you're alluding to is basically like supporting the artists, right? Again, I'll say this again, support your artists, because the artists are actually like the creative ones. They see what's happening right now and they internalize it, and then they express that through music. So why wouldn't you, or art, or fashion, or anything creative, man, because we all trying to create, we all trying to express ourselves. So L3Miss, man, yeah, that's a good point that you brought up. So, okay, last question as we round this out, man, bring it on home, all right? What should the internets look out for from L3Miss and the rest of 2022? It's summertime right now, kids out of school, you know, people gonna be out and about, especially in Florida. And how can the internet tap into you and your music? So this is the time, if you want to say anything, go ahead and plug your socials and any final thoughts that you may have as well.
Well, just so you guys know, I'm just going to be just making music, just tapping in, trying to link up with any different beat makers that's around town or whatnot. Hopefully to do a cyber beat session one day and just, you know, link up with people, you know, and I might probably come out with another EP, who knows. It's just a walkthrough process of what I do on an everyday basis. So that's just me. If you guys want to follow me on my Instagram. It's L3Miss, L3Miss. It's easy to find. Also, you can look me up on YouTube, Twitter, etc. Same name, L3Miss. And that's that. And my final thoughts is to keep making music, still be creative. Doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter which race you are or color. Keep making music at the end of the day, and keep striving and keep working hard and be consistent. Gotta stay consistent. Alright, I'm out.
Yo, shout out to you, L3Miss. I appreciate you, Miss, for being on the show. I am transitioning back to the United States of America, or the States of America. So this one may be a little bit late or maybe on time, but I apologize. If I left y'all hanging, I apologize. It's just I got my orders and then everything just started happening real fast. So I didn't have time to like sit down and edit and create and all that type of stuff. But hopefully, once I got done, you enjoyed this podcast, this episode number 54 of the Retro Podcast. And I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tapping in. I'll see y'all in the next one, episode number 55. We're going to keep it rolling. And I should be in Texas by the time this drops. And if I am, that means there's a big weight lifted off my shoulders. So yeah, we're going to keep it rolling, all right? Get my family situated and stuff like that. So Clearwater, Florida, stand up. Florida, stand up. L3Miss, stand up. I appreciate you. Thank you for the opportunity to show you off to the rest of my listeners and the rest of the beat community and all that type of stuff. All right, so peace and love, everybody. I'll see you on the next one. Pow, 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 pow.
Hey, yo. What's up?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
What shall we use to conduct this beautiful current with?
A little drama. We kissed. A little drama. We kissed in a wine. And stars fell on Alabama. That's mine. A little drama. We kissed. A little drama. We kissed in a field of wine. And stars fell on Alabama. That's mine.
These lights represent every living person on the planet. The white lights are humans. And these are the mutants.
They tell like younger kids or other producers like that's cheating, you can't really accept it, but bro, like when it comes to this producing shit, you can do whatever you want.
You've been listening to the Rec Show podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Remember 3 things. Believe in your music. Take care of your mentals. Become the best version of yourself. Until the next one, Gldnmnd signing off. Peace and love, yo.
To be the best, you got to work overtime. To be the best, you got to work overtime.
These young boys getting better. This is not like the NBA where you can retire. Like this is, you have to keep going.